Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jenny Love. So today I'm going to show you guys, excuse me, some things that I'm going to be putting in my Etsy shop. And if you follow my channel and you've seen the haul video that I uploaded just this past Tuesday, you will see some of the things that I got in that haul video that I'm going to be putting in my shop. Today is Wednesday, July 23rd, and so you should be seeing this video on Thursday, July 24th. And as you're seeing this video, these items should already be in my Etsy shop. So head on over if you're interested in any of these items. Obviously, first come, first serve for any of these because, there are only one of each item. So, I'm not selling everything that I showed you in my haul video the other day, but I am selling quite a bit of things, as you can see here. So I'm going to first show you, let me set some of these aside here. I'm going to start with the golden books, the little golden books here. Every single one of these little golden books are vintage, but there's like, I don't even know how many. There's like 25 golden books here, and so I'm not sure if I'm going to price them individually or as sets. I think I'm going to do them individually because I feel like if I do them as sets of 2 or 3, there's going to be some people that are going to want like maybe one of the book but not the other 2 or 3 that are in there. So I think I'm going to do them individually. But I'm just going to go through really quick and show you what books I have here. We have Tootle. And let me go in and look at the year. There is some writing in here. It used to belong to Neil Mackenzie, and he received it on Christmas 1987. The book itself, let's see, what's the copyright? This is 1945, but I think that's when the book was originally printed. I don't think that this particular book, I don't know, honestly. Either way, it is vintage, and as you can see, it is in really good condition. The pages are in really good condition. It seems to me that all the pages are here. Is it on the back maybe? It's not. But anyways, either way, it is a vintage book. It is in pretty good condition. The corners are a little faded, but they're not really bent or anything like that. Here's the back of it. So there's that. And then we have Scuffy the Tugboat. There is a sticker on the front. You can try to get that sticker off, or if you're going to use these for junk journals and things like that, you can cover that up with something, or even just leave it there, The corners are a little scuffed up as well. The binding is really good. Let's see if I can find a year on this one. This one says 1955. Oh, 1974. Right there is when this particular one was made. Let me see if I can find that. There is a page I just now noticed. There is a page missing right here. It looks like it was ripped out. Just now noticed that. Yeah, no, I still don't see a date on this one for when it was made, but this one is 1975, and there is some staining on some of the pages here, but none of the pages are torn or ripped or anything like that. For the most part, they are in good shape. It seems like all the pages are here. There's some staining down here. But again, if you're using these for junk journals, obviously, there's the corner is torn off right there. Obviously, we don't mind stuff like that as long as there's not, significant damage. We don't really mind that as junk journalers. In fact, sometimes we welcome the aging look. Baby farm animals, there is some tape here. You can tell it's been applied a long time ago because it has turned like a brown color, but it obviously to hold the cover to the spine. There's the back. So the corners are pretty beat up, but you can put some faux corners on there if you want to. The inside cover has been ripped. So I will price this accordingly to the, you know, to the condition that it's in. Let's see if I can find a date. 1958. It was made in 1953, but this particular book was printed in 1958, which explains the reason why it's so roughed up. The pages are stained, especially along the edges. They are definitely genuinely distressed, which we don't mind that either, most of us anyways, especially, again, if you're using these to make junk journals. It looks like all the pages are here. Oh, nope, there was a back page ripped out right there, it looks like. So yeah, this book is in questionable condition. It was originally 39 cents. So that should go to show you how old it really is. This one, Let's Go Trucks, originally 59 cents. The binding and everything is in really good shape. And the corners, this corner is a little bent and roughed up, but this one is actually pretty good. Even on the back, they're not bad. The inside cover is in good condition. This is 1973. Some staining here, a little bit of staining. But the pages so far seem like they're in really good shape. It looks like all the pages are here. None of them ripped out. There's the inside cover. Pretty good condition. My Little Golden Word book. Now, I already looked through this one, and I can tell you this book is in pretty rough shape. The corners, as you can see, are bent and peeled back a little bit. The spine is, it's on there, but it's kind of wiggly. The back isn't too bad. There are pages missing, I think. Yeah, you can see a couple right here that there was a couple pages ripped out. This used to belong to Jonathan Parker. I can't tell you the year because the first couple pages have been torn out. But other than that, the pages themselves, you know, aside from some natural edge distressing, seem like they're pretty good. There's a few little stains there. And you can tell right here that it's been not ripped, but like it looked like somebody cut it a little bit right there. And there's a back page missing. So yeah, like I said, I will price these accordingly. We have Tweety Plays Catch the Putty Tat. And the corners, not too bad. There is some tape, as you can see here. I don't know why, honestly. This says November 2nd, 1990, which would make it 35 years old. This is copyright 1973. Pages look good. A little bit of coloring on the back and side cover. Pink Panther and Sons, Fun at the Picnic. Used to belong to Ryan Rappert. Let's see, 1985. Pages look good. None ripped out or drawn on. If you're a Pink Panther fan and you want to make a junk journal or even just want the book itself, this is perfect. This is actually in really good condition. Even the corners are in really good condition. The Many Faces of Ernie, Sesame Street. Who doesn't love Sesame Street? This book was originally 89 cents. The binding, everything looks good. The back looks good. The corners look really good. This also belonged to Ryan Rappert, and this is 1979. Pages look good. No rips, tears, or drawing so far. This one, yeah, this is one I've never seen before. The Black Hole, a spaceship adventure for robots. It was originally 69 cents. Binding is good. Corners are a little dulled down. Not too bad though. Oh, right here is coming up a little bit. So you'd have to glue that back down. Inside cover looks good. This is 1979. Oh, it's based off of, I'm going to guess, maybe Star Wars? I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen this one. I've seen many, many golden books in my day. But never seen this one. This is a first for me. At first it looked like somebody drew on it, but they didn't. It's just like part of the page. It's like the string or the wire. Doesn't look like any pages are ripped out or drawn on. Let me move these up so I have them down here so I don't get too close to the camera. Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse and the Great Lot Plot. There's a little bit of drawing right here. The corners, as you can see, are a little bent in. The binding is faded, but it's secure. This book is, let me see, not on this page, 1974. Pages look good. I'm just trying, as much as, or as fast as I'm trying to go through these so that this video doesn't take forever, I'm just trying to go through every page to make sure that they're all in good condition, which those are. I have two of these. This is Donald Duck. Some Ducks Have All the Luck, and they are Walt Disney Golden Books. One of them is, the color is brighter than the other, if you can see that. Like, this is duller than this one. So, let's see, 1987. Pages look good. Now, if you saw my haul video, oh, somebody did write on the back cover there, but you can cover that up if you make a journal out of it, and they can't talk, drew on that. If you saw my haul video, you will know that there was 31 of these total, and this is also 1987, and I kept, I want to say 12 of them. So there should be 19 books here. Pages look good. Oh, right here, back page crinkled and ripped a little bit. The Friendly Bunny. Laura Sims. To Laura, Loves Cindy and Brandy. Easter 1991. And the book was printed in 1985. A little bit of drawing right there and right there. Not too bad. Oh, some drawing here and here. And here. And here. Does look like there's a back page ripped out here. The corners don't look bad. They're a little faded, but otherwise pretty stable. The Rabbit's Adventure, originally 89 cents. I'm sorry if you hear that noise, my air conditioner just kicked on. It did have very good Jennifer rooms. Melissa room number, I can't see what the room number is. Somebody obviously crossed it out with black Sharpie. But this book, it's a riff book. Who remembers back in the 80s and 90s when they used to do riff in school? I used to love riff. That's when you used to be able to go and get a free book. 1977. This was obviously riff 1984. Yep, for Riff, in all the schools I was in several different schools because my family moved around a lot. They used to have the tables out in a hallway with, you know, the stacks of books on them, and you got to pick a book for free to take home. Excellent condition. Even the corners are in really good condition. The shoelace box. We're almost there, guys, almost there. This book, 1984. A little bit of ASMR for you guys, going through the pages. Oh, don't fall asleep on me now. Excellent condition, except for the back cover, obviously. Looks like something was on there and they tore it off, but you can definitely cover that. The same thing with the front, by the way, right here. The Musicians of Bremen, or Bremen. This one is in questionable condition. The corners, as you can see, are not very good. The spine is pretty faded. The back has some stains on it. This used to belong to Amanda Lynn Mostly. 11/7/87. And the book itself was printed in 1983. Oh, there's some staining up here in the corners and coloring. Some stains. Looks like all the pages are here though. Some coloring on the inside back cover. Tom and Jerry's Party. The corners are pretty bad on this one too. See if there's a date. So it looks like, yeah, look at the corners have been ripped of all the pages up there. The date is 1955. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I didn't know that Tom and Jerry was around that long, to be honest. But the book is, you know, a little beat up, but definitely salvageable. Definitely salvageable. Especially, again, if you're making a junk journal. There's many ways to fix things and cover things up. Ooh, what do we got here? It's a coupon in the back of the book. Very cool. A couple more, 3 more to go, guys. Baby animals. That is so cute. Corners are looking pretty good. Binding is good. There's the back. Oh my God, it was 99 cents at Toys R Us at one point. Oh, I remember Toys R Us. Inside cover looks good. 1956. Wow. In really good shape. All the animals. Aw. Oh, how stinking cute. Raccoon. I'm actually feeding a raccoon who's been around my house for a while, and he's so cute. I can't not. I'm sorry, but I can't not. He is so adorable. Big Bird Brings Spring to Sesame Street. Corners look pretty good. Binding looks good. 1985 for this one. Pages look good. I think I used to have this book when I was young, actually. I remember seeing it before, but I feel like it was a long time ago. Yep, all the pages are there, good condition. And then the last one, Porky Pig and Bugs Bunny. Good condition. Corners seem to be in good condition other than a little bit of fading. The binding is really good. There's the back, a few little stains. $19.76. they're not stuck together. My fingers weren't working. Excellent condition. All right, so those are the little golden books. And again, all of these are going to be sold individually. I think I'm going to do it individually because like I said, I don't want to do them, you know, in bundles and have people be like, well, I want that one, but I don't want the other ones that are with it, you know, vice versa. So I'm going to price these accordingly. The ones that have some damage obviously are going to be a lower price, but I'm not going to price any of them too high because, you know, us junk journalers and crafters and scrapbookers and things like that, we try to find things as cheap as possible because we like to create and resell things. And, you know, it's hard to resell things when we're paying a lot for the things that we're purchasing to make those things, right? So these will be in my Etsy shop on Thursday, July 24th. Right here, guys, I have some postcards. Let me zoom in. These are all vintage postcards. Every single one of these, there's 89 here, and I forgot how many are here. I think 35. Every single one of these postcards are dated from 1920 all the way up to 1938. So every single one of them are very vintage. This pile, the reason why I have them in two piles is because this pile are actually used postcards where it has the stamp and the original writing. They have been sent out. And I'm not going to go through all of them. But this, like I said, this pile is, you know, it's got like the 2-cent George Washington stamp, for example, with original writing. There are 1-cent Ben Franklin stamps in here too. So that, you know, that tells you how old these really are. A lot of these ones are, oh, here we go. Well, this is 2-cent Canada. This one's from Canada. Here's a 1-cent Ben Franklin right there. So, you know, these should tell you how old they are. And then these ones are just as old, or just as vintage, I should say, but they're unused. No writing, no postage. You know, I mean, I like using either or, but I personally feel like it's more of an honor to work with the ones that have been used, right? Because they have been, you know, people have taken time out on these. They went to the store, they selected them, they sat down and they wrote on them and they mailed them out, you know, and then whoever received them obviously sat down and read them and enjoyed them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell these in my Etsy shop, but I'm going to sell these in bundles of 10 each. The ones that don't have any writing or stamps are obviously going to be a little bit lower priced than the ones that do have writing and stamps. But again, I'm not going to, you know, price them super high because, you know, what's the point if we are going to buy them to include them in our junk journals or what have you, and then resell them, you know, or sell our junk journals. While they are worth quite a bit of money, my husband and I, if you watched my last video where I did the haul video, I explained how my husband and I sat down and did a ton of research on these postcards, a ton. Like, we spent hours, and these aren't even all of them. This is not even half of them. I kept a bunch of them. But excuse me, my husband and I did a lot of research on these postcards and found out that some of these postcards are worth like $20, $30 a piece. Like this one, for example, I want to say this one was worth like $25, $30, but I'm only going to sell it for, you know, $1, maybe $2 in my Etsy store or something like that, because I understand that, again, as junk journalers, we try to find things as cheap as possible, especially vintage things, to incorporate in our junk journals and be able to sell the junk journals and still make a good profit, because what we put in them, we didn't pay an arm and a leg for. So I'm going to sell these in bundles of 10, and they are going to be random pulls. You know, they're not going to be like specific ones in each bundle. I'm just going to pull a random 10. You know, if you order a bundle, I'm just going to randomly pull 10 of them and put those in the bundle. This one is so cute. So these are going to be in my Etsy shop as well. And then finally, I have these very vintage hardcover books. Now, I have tons and tons and tons and tons of these books. But I'm not going to sit here all day and list every single one of them in my Etsy shop. So I'm going to do them a few at a time. And then like once these sell, I'll list a few more and so on and so on. So all of these are vintage. They're all in really good condition, as you can see. The spines are in good condition. The corners are in all really good condition. And that's the case with all of the vintage books that I have. We'll start with this one here. This is the Engineering Mechanics by Glenn N. Cox. I bring that closer so that you can see that. This is the spine. Excellent condition. You can preserve the spine if you want to, if you use it to make a journal, or you can just cut the spine off and create a thicker spine. It is a textured cover. And let's see. There's a final on Wednesday, it says, February 10th. There's a little bit of writing in it. I feel like this was for like a college book, if you will. And this book was printed in 1943. You can see it both here and here. Oh, I'm sorry, the reprint of this book, 1946. Right there. So 1946 is this book. And there's a whole bunch of really interesting pages in this book that you can utilize for junk journals. You can make them as part of signature pages. You can, cut them up and make tags, journal cards. You can back them. Ooh, what is this? Didn't see this. It's a piece of vintage graph paper with some writing on it. Wow. All right, I'm going to actually keep this in here and include this. So whoever gets this book will get that too, which will be cool to add to your junk journals. But yeah, it's a really cool book. Excellent condition. I mean, excellent condition for being, 80-something years old. Yeah, excellent shape. So this is going to be in my Etsy shop. And then this one, which is the Smith's College Chemistry book. And it is a textured, like a fabric-y texture cover. Spine, I can't zoom out. Oh, a little bit. That's about all I can zoom out. The spine is in really good condition. The spine is pretty thick. Let's see. How big is the spine? Or how wide, I should say. About 1.5 inches. Which is good if you're doing like a 2-signature journal. There's the back. And let's see, there's some writing on here who used to have the book. September 1947 is what they wrote on the bottom. But the book itself, let's see when the book itself was printed. Um, 1946. Right there. So 1946, this is preface to the 6th edition. This is a chemistry book, right? Yes, a college chemistry book. And it's in really good condition. And you can use this book for, the same purposes. There's some old photographs in here too. Some elements, chart elements, periodic classification of the elements. That would be cool to include in a journal. There's a couple other photos I've seen in here too. Like that. There's some pie diagrams. All kinds of stuff. Excellent condition. Oh, is that faded or is that, oh, okay, there we go. Smith's College Chemistry. Logarithm of numbers. And on the back, you got the periodic table of elements right here on the inside cover. This would make a really cool journal. So this one is going to also be for sale in my Etsy shop. And then lastly, I have this book, The Thermodynamic Properties of Steam. This is a Keenan and Keyes book, and it was written by John Wiley and Sons. Opening it up, there's a name on it. I'm assuming this is probably a college book as well. Let's see if I can find a year. 19, wow. Oh, okay, 1936 is the copyright, but this is printed in 1948, as you can see. Yep, this is also a college book. These are all tables, saturation pressure tables. Saturation temperature. Some cool diagrams. Superheated vapor tables. Logarithms to the base 10. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. What is that? The temperature entropy chart, figure 9. Lots of cool diagrams and stuff in here that can be utilized. Compressed liquid table, or superheated vapor tables, which is a bunch of numbers. You can cut these numbers out into strips or even individually. Is that cool or what? The book itself is in really good condition. Some of the pages now, like this back, actually it's not the page. It's this little part that they have taped onto the back cover, I'm guessing to protect. It's like falling apart. You can see the little pieces here. So it's not the pages themselves. The pages themselves are actually in really good shape. It's got one on the front here too. See right here. It's just taped on there for protection, and that's starting to crumble away a little bit, but otherwise the book itself and the pages are in really good condition. So that is what I am going to be presenting today, as far as, you know, the things that are going to be in move these over here. In my Etsy shop. Again, they will be available on Thursday, July 24th, probably in the morning. So you'll be seeing this video around morning time. Well, I'll be uploading this video in the morning. So when you're seeing this video, or when this video is uploaded, will be when these things are in my shop. So again, if you're interested, head on over. The link to my Etsy shop is in the description down below. I also have several finished junk journals that are still for sale in my Etsy shop if you're interested. I have 2 of the garden ones and 2 of the eclectic vintage junk journals that are still for sale in my Etsy shop, along with a few other things. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a great big thumbs up. Share it out to any family and friends who you think might enjoy it or is interested. And I will see you guys real soon. Take care, everyone.